Who are you?
Hi, I'm Andrew Lyon, General Manager for Atlas Copco Mining and Rock Excavation here in Canada.
What does Atlas Copco do?
Atlas Copco is a number of things. It's the largest compressor manufacturer and distributor around the world, and in our particular case we're one of the largest mining manufacturers, services and distributors, as well as consumables all over the world.
Can you tell me about the new product that you have at CAM this week?
Yeah, we're very proud to launch the our first battery ST7 or Scooptram 7-yard loader. It came into fruition, or I suppose conceived, over 3 years ago for us here in Canada, and that's why we're very proud of it. The need came about by a particular mine in Ontario that found the need or requirement to extend their mine life by requiring battery operated equipment. So we were approached and we discussed the need, and hence the manufacture and now the launch of this machine here in CIM.
Why does a battery extend the mine life?
Okay, many mines, particularly old ones, get down to a certain depth in most cases, and their ventilation then becomes the greatest restriction. Ventilation to enable people to breathe down there safely. The other thing is that as mines get deeper, the rock temperature gets hotter, and therefore you've got to actually, in many cases, refrigerate the air to enable the conditions to be able to be worked in. So the battery alternative, no emissions, no particulates, so that reduces a lot of the air that's required. And the other thing is heat. There's very little heat comes from the battery units, and that differential is almost 20 degrees. So that's a huge difference between battery operated equipment and the conventional diesel.
Can you tell me about the operations or trials where you have it working right now?
Yeah, we trialled for 2 years before we brought the machine into commercial or commercially available, and we're working very closely with Kirkland Lake Gold, and they were the first people, the innovators, who I call them, that asked for that equipment, and we've now got two pieces of equipment of the equipment we're launching here, the ST7. We've also got two prototype trucks operating in the mine as well, which we're very proud of, and going very well, 20-tonne trucks. And we're about to put in two-yard loaders into the mine, smaller scoops as well. So Kirkland Lake Gold is the mine, and they're certainly leading certainly in our opinion the charge, or the development of battery equipment in mines here in Canada.
Can you talk about the next marketing area that you'll be taking it to, or how you'll be taking it out?
Yeah, one of the most important things to understand with this equipment is having the support base. It's like any piece of new equipment. If you, whether it's a batterified car, the biggest problem with those initially, there was nowhere to go and charge them, and so it's a little bit of the same with this equipment. The charging is not the problem, it's the support and understanding how the mechanism of the battery technology works. So this launch here is a North American launch only at this stage. Why? Because we have the battery technology people in the US. We've been trained here in Canada, and we feel very comfortable that we can support any customer here in North America. Obviously, we're very interested, and any visitors that come to the stand from other parts of the world, we're very comfortable and appreciate their interest, and want to talk to them about when they felt they could need it and how many and all that type of thing. It becomes scale of economy. If someone would like 6 of these scoops somewhere in the world, I'm sure we'll make the effort to put the infrastructure in place to support them. So we would hope that we'll expand this over the next year or two throughout the world.
Can you tell me operationally how it's different from a diesel?
Yeah, there's really not a lot. They're very simplistic actually. The battery is very simple. You can change them in 10 minutes. They take 2.5 hours to charge, and we're getting 4 hours of operation approximately, depending on what the cycle duty is, or the duty cycle of the equipment. You don't have to worry about looking for filters and checking for oil and all those types of things on the conventional diesel engine. The operation of the machine is exactly the same as of that of a diesel. The control mechanism is exactly the same. In fact, the battery machine has more power. We've had to cut back. We've had to put traction control, increase the traction control we have on the machine. Otherwise, you're ripping tyres apart. So we're actually getting the feedback from the operators is incredibly positive. They feel more comfortable in it. It's quieter, well, it's silent for that matter, and there's no heat coming from it. So the operation is exactly as it would in the normal machine. It's just quiet, and and there's no heat. So very simple.
And the torque is different as well too, because it's using battery technology instead of a regular diesel-powered.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The electric's very efficient compared to diesel, and so the amount of power we have available is it gives us both extended the life out to 4 hours, but it also actually gives us more horsepower than we would ordinarily have with the diesel motor. So we've had to harness that and bring it back under control. And we've done a few other unique things to extend the life of the battery by being sparing in how we disperse that energy into the hydraulics and pumps and what have you when we need it.
A lot of mining equipment suppliers are looking at batteries down in the mines. Is there any trends that you see in the industry or things that customers are asking for? What will happen next?
Yeah, I think there's definitely batteries the future. It won't surpass diesel in the next few years. It's horses for courses. Currently the mines that are talking to us are about going deeper, wanting to continue their mine life because without having to put more capital into infrastructure, ventilation infrastructure, which is incredibly expensive. So this enables them to go deeper. And then other mining operators are talking to us about new mines that are all battery, which is going to enable them to enter into the market and operate that mine cheaper, again because of lower ventilation costs. Maybe even get approvals quicker because it's environmentally friendly, and that gives, and of course that's a very popular thing and will grow and continue to grow. So the trend is growing. The other manufacturers, certainly light vehicles, utility vehicles, are all being asked to see if they can batterify their machines. The problem, although the only restriction I say won't problem, is how big we can go and how efficient those bigger machines are going to be under battery power, and how we can better model or change the designs of the mines currently today or in the future to better use the battery equipment.
Thank you for your time.
Absolute pleasure, thank you.